Hello everybody and welcome in my van life again. So today we are not in my van but in front of my van because it's a very rainy day in Melbourne. So I decided that today I'm going to teach you from the garage of one of my friends how to change a wheel on a Ford Econovan. In terms of the material that you need, it's really not complicated. You only need two things. The first thing is called an iron tire. So it's that one. Usually you would see the most common version, which is the cross one. I have one of those, but it's not the best one. So I found this one for $20. So it gives more leverage to unscrew the bolts because it's longer. The second thing that you will need is the jack, of course, to lift up the van. You need to make sure that the weight that it can carry is sufficient for your van. Mine can lift up 1700 kilos. If you're not sure what you need, just Google the weight of your car. So you want to make sure that you are on an even surface when you use the jack. And in case you are on a dirt road, I would recommend that you carry a wood plank like this one, but maybe thicker because I think that mine is a little bit too thin, just to put the jack on when you use it on dirt roads. Now we'll put the jack in place under the van. So to know where to put it, you need to think of two things. So the first thing is to understand how the jack works. Here is the part that will be lifting the weight. So whatever you put on it, you want to make sure that it's centered. Then under the van, you want to find a solid surface, obviously, because you don't want to break anything. So in my case, under my van, I have this metal bar here, which is solid enough to carry all the weight of my van and it's not going to fall down. Now for the jack, I'll make sure that the bar is going in the middle, because if the bar is a little bit too much in the edge, then it might just flip over. So the first time that you lift it up, you don't want to completely lift it up. You want to have the wheel still being on the floor because you need to unscrew those bolts and they're going to be super tight. So you don't want the wheel to be spinning. Now your iron wheel will have different sizes, but you'll only need one for your entire van. So I'll first pre-unscrew it, just make it a little bit loose. Now it's looking good, the bolts are unscrewed, so I'm just going to lift up the van a little bit more and completely remove them and remove the wheel. Still a little bit tight. There we go, and you have removed your tire. Now it's just a matter of putting it back on, but that's easy, right? So this is what it looks like behind the wheel. So you see all these screws that come out. The goal now is just to make it fit into the holes in your wheel. Easy. So the wheel is a little bit heavy. I want to carry it. There we go. And now you just have to put the bolts back on. So you want to screw them counterclockwise. Oops, I lost one. That sucks. So now that you've screwed them as much as you could, you want to put the van again a little bit down, just so that you can screw it on without having the wheel turning. Because otherwise I'm going to show you what happens. If you do it now, it's going to work at first. And uh-oh! So there I've screwed them on with my hands as much as I could. Now what I'm going to do is put the van a little bit more down so that it has a bit more weight, and I'm going to go with all my strength, with my feet, with all my weight to make sure it's really, really screwed on. So leverage maximum. And that's it. Very dirty enterprise, but now you have changed a wheel. And for the vannies out there, this is where I store my gear. So the jack is over there, together with the 2 tire irons. And in front of it, I have my water tank. So I hope that you find this video useful and instructive. If this is the case, don't forget to put a like at the bottom of the video and to subscribe for my channel. I'm going to put a video per week as usual. So I hope to see you next week, and until then, don't forget to spread the love!